Welcome to the Daily Bread Bible Study for day 162. This is Wednesday, June 10th, 2020, focusing on Psalms 34 through 37. We pick it up with Psalm 34. It is said to be a psalm of David when he pretends to be insane before King Abimelech. Now, this is referencing King Abimelech, really of Philistia. Though this account, is slightly off from what I have in 1 Samuel 21, 12 through 15, which says, David took these words to heart and was very much afraid of King Achish of Gath, which is in, the Philistines. So he changed his behavior before them. He pretended to be mad when in their presence. He scratched marks on the doors of the gate and let his spittle run down his beard. Achish said to his servants, "Look, you see the man is mad. Why have you brought him to me? Do I lack madmen, that you have brought this fellow to play the madmen in my presence? Shall this fellow come into my house?" And he gets dismissed. And thus King David is saved from the pursuit of his life by King Saul, which runs him out to the Philistines, which they choose not to put King David to death. And so his life is preserved. Thus, in Psalm 34:19, we have the words, "Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord rescues them from all." Now, David did a crazy thing, and God made it possible for him to be saved through that crazy action. So whether you're facing many afflictions, whether you choose a crazy and uncouth way in order to be preserved, may God bless that. May God deliver you from your adversities in which you face. Psalm 35, I have a few verses, these three, starting at verse number 12. It's a psalm of David who says, "They repay me evil for good. My soul is forlorn. But as for me, when they were sick, I wore sackcloth. I afflicted myself with fasting. I prayed with head bowed on my bosom, as though I grieved for a friend or a brother." So King David is referencing the fact that people seek to do him harm, but he repays those people who seek to do him harm with kindness. And so that's a very resilient action. It's one which creates life and hope, and it creates a future of peace. So may we be able to act in resilience to those who hate us, to be able to stand true and firm to any challenges that we face, and to not hate the individuals who are our opposition, but to seek to transform them with love. In Psalm 36, we have for you verse number 2, "For they flatter themselves in their own eyes, that their iniquity cannot be found out or hated." This is a reference to, again, those same individuals David finds hard to deal with. And these individuals, practice all sorts of wickedness, especially flattery. So if you boast yourself up and try and inflate yourself and make yourself look better than everybody around you and where you're at, David questions and says to be skeptical of those individuals. And also that that's not right. We need to be honest about our struggles, honest about our challenges. And when we're stubborn and focused on, only how our self-appearance is and trying to make ourselves look as best as possible, that there's a form of iniquity in that. And so we need to be very sensitive about the ways in which we speak truth and be accountable to that and God. In Psalm 37, our last one for today, it's another psalm of David, and it gives many examples of injustice and also advice when you're facing injustice. It says in Psalm 37:8, "Do not fret, it only leads to evil." David says ultimately God will bless the righteous in Psalm 37:25 through 27. "I have been young, and now I am old. Yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, or their children begging for bread. They are ever they are they are ever giving liberally and lending, and their children become a blessing. So depart from evil and do good, so you shall abide forever." So this is David's experience of, yet again, feeling oppression, and instead of returning that oppression with violence, returning it with prayer, returning it with hope and healing, and to submit to really the ways in which that God provides for blessing, even when we feel that we are experiencing injustice. Something King David felt through Absalom coming to take away his throne. So may we be able to depart from evil. May we stand true and firm for what is just. May we act in accordance with justice, but not perverting truth, but also being patient in the Lord, who is ultimately the one who guides our actions and should be the one to in which we seek to abide. May we not be selfish in our ways to correct. May we not be violent and return violence for violence. As Gandhi said, eye for an eye and the whole world is blind. May we find creative solutions to our challenges. May we act in love and peace and not deny people justice, because righteousness matters to God. So here ends our Daily Bread Bible study for today.